Hello viewers, welcome to my channel once again. This is Claire Chiro. I want to take this auspicious moment to welcome you. Please stay tuned as we discuss something very important today. As we looked earlier on my previous video of introduction to PowerPoint, I told you guys as we are going forward, I'll teach you how to create the PowerPoint, how we come up with that presentation to make it look more clear, precise, and nice. And I want to make you learn how to create those features, the key features I talked about earlier on my video. So stay tuned as you listen. So while creating PowerPoint, we go to the Windows button. So as we've opened the window, you come to where PowerPoint is, and then you tap on it. So once you've tapped on it, you'll see so many features. But since we're going to type in another new document, so we shall go to new. So once you click on new, you'll see a blank presentation. You also see that there are so many features with different designs. You can use them, but as you go forward, you'll also realize that you can make these designs when you've already tapped on the blank presentation. So for now, we shall go to blank presentation. I want us to discuss a very small topic. I'm not really going to discuss it more because I just want you to learn how to type in and then create a PowerPoint presentation, because I already talked about the introduction earlier on my previous video. So we come to, when you click on the blank, you see that a new slide already comes in that is mainly for that topic. So I'm going to talk about, I'll just type in introduction to computers. So, introduction to computer by Chiro Claire. Since it's in lowercase, you just highlight it and then you come here to change it to uppercase. Same applies to this. You highlight and then you change to uppercase. Okay, so that's the topic for today. When you want to go to a new slide, you come to where new slide is. So you see it brings you different slides. But you should choose a slide which tells you, like, which will really type in what you want to type next. So since I'm going to do definition, I'll still get this slide, the very same slide as the first one. So here's definition. Definition to computer. A computer I hope you're following. Device that accepts data and processes it into meaningful information. Yeah, so that's my definition to computer. There. So again, I want to go to a new slide for just the functions of computers, basic functions to computers. So you're seeing I used a different slide because the functions are, it's not just one function. That's why I chose in a different slide. So one function is input. By input, I mean entering data, entering or feeding data into computer. And next, you click enter for the next bulletin. We have processing. Processing, it uses the CPU, which performs calculations. And next we have output. Output is like displaying results. Then we have storage. Storage, of course, it saves data for future use, so saving data. For future use. So that's the functions of computers that we have. Again, I want to go to a new slide for applications of computers. We shall not really look into computer. Okay, we shall not go deep into computers because I just want us to learn how to create computers. So go to applications. Or rather, we start with let me see. Okay, so before we go to applications, let us look at the components of computers. Then we have the hardware, which is the tangible parts of the computers. The physical parts actually tangible or physical part of the computers. That means the ones you can touch, like the keyboard, the mouse, the monitor. That is what we refer to as the hardware. And then next we have the software. These are the programs and applications. And then we also have the peopleware. Peopleware, these I mean me or you, the people who uses the computer. So the users who operate a computer are what we refer to as the peopleware. So operate the computer. So yes, these are the components of the computers that we have. So next we're going to applications. You still go to new. You choose an appropriate slide for that. So applications, of course, computers are applied in various ways. I'm not editing them because we want to go step by step. Applications of computers. We have entertainment. Of course, when you look at the social media and everything, like video gaming, we have entertainment, we have education, we have businesses, And then we also have healthcare, or just yes. So these are some of the applications, though there are many, because we also have e-commerce and the rest. So after the applications, we go to advantages of computers. There are also many, but I'll just cite one or two. Advantages of computers. We have high speed and accuracy. We have automate task and save time. It stores large amount of data. So those are some of the advantages. We have so many, but we won't look into all because we just want to learn how to create PowerPoint. We have also the disadvantages of computers. And then it cannot think or make decisions on their own. Computers mainly rely on human beings for decision making. Can malfunction or crash. And then it also has security risk. Like hacking and viruses. So you really need to be very precise and clear. So yes, again, another part is when you have maybe questions, your questions that you want to ask me and answers. Yeah, if you have your questions that you want to ask me, then you can post them in the comment section. Then in conclusion, I'll simply say computers are essential tools in modern life. So they process data quickly. So they process data quickly and efficiently. But rely on humans for instructions. Yeah, so that is the conclusion part of it. So after my conclusion, I go to editing. I'll also start with this. So I right click and I come here, I bold. Depends on which what format I want it to be. Since I want it to be in the middle, I'll come here and click this so that the heading appears in the middle. You also saw what I did, and again here, your questions and answers. I come here. I also right click, I bold. I want to take it in the middle there. Same applies here. And there. So I want it to be in the middle so that it looks nice. There. I'll do it for almost all. So this, look at this. I want to bold it. You come to where B is. There. So also at the basic functions, right click, I bold. Definition, it's already bolded. So there are so many ways on how we can do bulleting. You come here, you see different ways, and if you tap and then you see how it changes. So these are different ways of bulleting. If you want to make it more clear and precise, so let's use this for this. Same here. Oh, in case you also want to use numbers, like in numbers or letters or Roman numerals, so they're here. So just like I told you, PowerPoint is really simple and it's nice to use. So yeah, there. So you see, you go slide by slide. There. So yes, your question and answers and your conclusion. So yeah, that's what I've done. Let me edit the first slide. So this one I want to take it to uppercase too. There. So you see we have different key features here. We have insert transitions, we also have animations, we have slideshows. Okay, let me do slideshow. I go to transition, like how I want it to come. If I want to show you my slides, so I go to transitions. I want to use a curtain. You see how it comes. So if you want sound too, here you see there is no sound. You can also apply, like, let me use a camera sound. So when you use a curtain, you apply to all. You come here. You see? So that's just when you want to use what? When you want to use a transition when you want to display your what your slides. So another thing, when you want to insert images, in case you had an image, you go to pictures, you go to this device, or maybe you can also do it online. Then you tap on it and then you paste. So there are just so many good key features that we have on PowerPoint. So you see how nice it is. So yes, for now. And again, another thing is when you want different layouts, like so going back to the transitions we added. So when you want to see it from beginning to the end, you go to slideshow, and then you come from the beginning. You see how it comes because I've put the camera sound. You see how it appears. Yeah, that's just so nice using a PowerPoint. Is you see the curtain, it's a curtain transition. So you see from the different slides from beginning to the end. Yeah, that's just how the slide is. Just show you the display. And then back, if you want to design it, you see what we saw earlier on. You see, I can do this. I can come here. I can come here. It just depends on how you want it to be. See how nice. What design do you want to use? So let me use this. Uh, yeah, this is the key features that we use, the ones I talked about earlier on. So guys, thank you. This is what I had for us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I hope you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. So stay tuned as we learn more on computers and the applications. So thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for